Thank you, everyone. We'll be starting in a few minutes. I'm going to wait until a few more participants join. Thank you. Okay, I think we will begin. Welcome to the San Francisco County Transportation Authority and Treasure Island Mobility Management Agency's 2021 DBE LBE Upcoming Opportunity event. Thank you to everyone today for taking time out of your busy schedules to attend this event. We are really excited to share with you on the many projects we'll be undertaking over the next year. My name is Lily Yu, and I'm the Principal Management Analyst for the Transportation Authority. I oversee our procurement, contracting, and DBE LBE program. We hope you find today's presentation informative and valuable, and will hopefully result in creating more business relationships between prime consultants and sub-consultants. Next slide, please. We have a lot to cover today. Here's a look at the agenda. First, I will provide an overview of the two hats that we wear as the San Francisco County Transportation Authority and as the Treasure Island Mobility Management Agency. Then I'll pass it over to my colleague, Lyon, to go over our agency's DBE LBE program, as well as an overview of upcoming contracting opportunities. Next, we'll have a question and answer session, and we're asking everyone to stay muted and that to send the questions through the chat function so that we can address them through during the Q&A session. This is because we have limited amount of time. We have 1 hour for today's event, and we want to make sure that we get through all of the important content as quickly as possible. For questions we are unable to answer today, we will follow up and respond after the event. Finally, we will break into separate breakout rooms where firms can learn about individual procurement opportunities directly from our project managers. Next slide, please. I'd like to go over a couple of logistical items first. Today's meeting will be recorded, and we will post the recording, the presentation, and registration listing on our website, as well as email to all the firms who attended today when these materials are available for viewing. Next slide, please. For those of you who are not familiar with our agency, the Transportation Authority leads long-term transportation planning for San Francisco. Our mission is to make travel safer, healthier, and easier for all. We collect the half-cent sales tax revenues and direct millions of dollars annually to partner agencies like SFMTA and BART to improve transit, reduce congestion, and increase street safety. We deliver and oversee major capital projects like the Presidio Parkway and the Yerba Buena Island on and off ramps. We also oversee major capital projects that are led by other agencies, including the Central Subway Project, Salesforce Transit Center, and Caltrain electrification. As San Francisco's congestion management agency, we monitor travel activity on our streets and implement plans for reducing traffic congestion, such as the downtown congestion pricing study. Our agency is governed by a board consisting of the same 11 members as the City and County of San Francisco's Board of Supervisors. Next slide, please. The Treasure Island has also been designated by our board as the Treasure Island Mobility Management Agency, or TIMA, to develop a transportation program for the island to ensure at least 50% of trips are made by walking, biking, and taking transit. The Mobility Management Program consists of a suite of transportation improvements and new transportation options for the island's 20,000 residents by 2035. Several transportation programs listed here are targeted to begin by summer of 2024. TIMA has the same staff as the Transportation Authority, but is a separate legal entity with its own policies, budget, and governing board, which is also the City and County of San Francisco Board of Supervisors. Now I'd like to pass the presentation to Ron Lyon to talk about the Transportation Authority's DBE LBE program and upcoming contracting opportunities. Thank you. Sorry, Ron, you're on mute.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Ron Lyon. I'm the management analyst for the Transportation Authority. Our contracts team manages all activities for the Transportation Authority's Disadvantaged Business Enterprise and Local Business Enterprise program. We also conduct our agency's competitive procurement selection process. And today I will be giving a brief overview of the Transportation Authority's DBE LBE program. We develop a pool of qualified firms through certification. The Transportation Authority accepts from California Unified Certification Programs DBE, California Department of General Services SBE, City and County of San Francisco's LBE, and the California PUC's LGBT Business Enterprise. For firms not already certified, we have a streamlined certification process that is valid for Prop K funded projects. Depending on the funding source, each contract's DBE LBE goal may be different. The goal is calculated based on the available and qualified DBE, SBE, DVBE, and LBE related to a particular contract's scope of work. In addition to our annual outreach event, we may hold separate outreach events for contracting opportunities during the year. We share a common goal with the Business Outreach Committee, a consortium of Bay Area transportation agencies, to assist small, disadvantaged, and local firms doing business with us. We usually host pre-proposal conferences for each procurement to answer questions and offer networking opportunities between primes and subs. We also monitor participation regularly and follow up with primes that are not meeting their contract goal. And finally, we email payment notifications to prime consultants and their sub-consultants so subs know when to expect payment. For federally funded projects, DB certifications from the California Unified Certification Program is accepted. For state-funded projects, we accept DB certificates from the California Unified Certification Program, as well as SBE and/or DVBE from the California Department of General Services. And for locally funded projects, we accept certificates just mentioned, along with DBE and/or LBE from the Transportation Authority, LBEs from the City and County of San Francisco, and LGBTBE from California PUC. The requirements for our DBE program are shown on this slide here. There are various thresholds for average gross annual receipts for the last 3-year period based on the type of services that a firm provides. Most of the Transportation Authority's contracts are for professional services. The requirements for our LBE program are shown on this slide. There are two requirements for this. First, a valid and current business registration certificate from the city's Office of the Treasurer and Tax Collector. And second, documentation showing a local working office in the city for at least the prior 6-month period, such as an office lease agreement or utility bills. Now I'd like to present the agency both for the Transportation Authority and TIMA of upcoming contracting opportunities. This is a list at a high level of the opportunities ahead for both agencies. Note that this is all preliminary and is subject to change in the final procurement document. Now, here's a brief description of the upcoming opportunities. Opportunities 1, 2, and 3 are all on-call opportunities. We update our on-call bench for transportation planning services, along with project management oversight and general engineering consulting services, approximately every 5 years. All are up for reprocurement, and work will be assigned through the issuance of task orders. Please note that the first opportunity, on-call transportation planning services, was issued last week. And for those interested, there will be a pre-submittal conference tomorrow. Registration is due by 5 p.m. today. You can see additional information on our website. The fourth opportunity is design services for I-280. We will continue to advance I-280 interchange modifications at Balboa Park, including the start of design work for the southbound off-ramp at Ocean Avenue. Next, we will be seeking a provider that will design, deploy, test, operate, and evaluate an autonomous shuttle pilot service project on Treasure Island. Next, we will be planning for a new bus service from Treasure Island to downtown Oakland. The purpose of this service is to provide safe, reliable, and seamless transit service to Treasure Island residents, workers, and visitors. Our seventh opportunity, we will be seeking financial advisory services related to the financial operations of our agency. And 8, we will be seeking a tolling system integrator for Treasure Island. We plan to issue requests for proposals or qualifications for these opportunities over the next 2 years. And if you have not done so, please sign up for notification announcements. We strongly encourage you to do so to receive project updates and notifications for upcoming procurements and outreach events. You can customize your notifications by project or types of service requested. From this page, you can also sign up for our monthly newsletter, which provides updates from our Board of Commissioners, project updates and milestones, as well as funding opportunities. Feel free to contact me by email with any questions you may have. We will be posting this presentation on our website. Now I would like to open up for questions. If you have any questions, please enter them into the chat box.
We can start answering some of the questions that we've received thus far. Okay, so scrolling through the questions, will this presentation be made available? Yes. Will a recording of the meeting also be made available afterwards? Yes. We will post all of these materials on our website, as well as we will send an email notification out to firms.
Lily, I see a question about do our DBE requirements mirror Caltrans?
Okay, yes, for certain procurements where we need to follow federal requirement guidelines, we do adhere to Caltrans's DBE program and would accept certifications from the California Unified Certification Program, as well as the DBE requirements from Caltrans. So it's really based on the type of funding that is going to be provided to each of the procurements. All of the DBE requirements will be noted in the RFP documents. Our agency also has a DBE LBE program where we certify firms for locally funded projects. Our DBE requirements do not mirror Caltrans's DBE requirements. And next question.
Lily, I see a question about, are these respective procurements considered in a dark period? I'm not sure I understand what a dark period is. Maybe can that questioner please elaborate? Ron, there's a request that you show your contact information again. Could you please go? Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I have a question. This is Wasim. Do you need to get certification with SFTCA if you already have one with LBE with the County of San Francisco? Do you need to present that to SFCTA to get approval? Or once you have LBE from San Francisco, that's it?
Thank you for the question. If you do have already LBE certification from the City and County of San Francisco, we will accept that certification if the procurement allows for us to accept local business enterprise certifications. So that would be for locally funded projects. So just to clarify, you do not need to certify with the Transportation Authority's DBE program if for a locally funded project, we are able to accept the city and county's LBE certification. However, for federally funded projects, we are only able to accept the Caltrans Unified Certification Program or the California Unified Certification Program certificates. I hope that answers the question.
For that, you accept SBE, right?
Yes.
For the state.
For state-funded projects, we accept SBE and DBEs from CUCP.
Thanks.
Lily, I'm seeing a question about for our FA procurement, will we be considering a P3? And that might be something to discuss in the breakout room, a little bit more detail.
Sure, yes. So this is the financial advisory services procurement. We currently do not have a P3 on our under contract, and have not. We will be discussing more about that in the breakout room.
Also a question here about when we expect the on-calls other than number 1 to be released. And that also is something we can get into more detail in the breakout rooms. And just so everybody knows, you can hop between different breakout rooms. We will give you instructions on how to do that once we finish our Q&A session. Let's see, a question here. Is the TA expecting to be a direct funding recipient from the federal infrastructure legislation?
Yes, I can take that question. I think we are exploring many grant opportunities, including the federal infrastructure legislation. So that will be determined at a later time. I did see a question previously that says, will we share the attendee list with organization names, at least for this meeting? It would be nice to know who attended. Yes, the actually, we will share the registration listing, and it'll include information such as the name of the attendee, the organization name, what type of services they provide, and whether the firm is a DBE, LBE, SBE firm.
Lily, I see a question here on contracts that have DBE requirements, i.e. the current on-call transportation planning RFQ. Do SBE firms count towards the DBE percentage?
Okay, this question we can dive into deeper at tomorrow's on-call. Is it tomorrow? We have a pre-submittal conference scheduled for tomorrow. But for the overall contract, we have set a DBE goal that we are only accepting CUCP certified firms. However, with each task order, we do plan to set individual task order goals, and depending on the type of funding for that project, we can accept SBE firms to count towards that individual task order goal.
Another question here, if you recognize Caltrans DBE, do you also recognize Caltrans SBE?
Unfortunately, those are two different types of certifications. If for a federally funded project, we need to follow, we are a subrecipient of the grant and we're only able to follow Caltrans's DBE program. However, for state funded projects where there's a little more flexibility, we are able to accept both Caltrans DBE and SBE certifications. The inquirer about the dark period elaborated, saying a dark period is when you cannot talk about procurements publicly. So the overall question is, are these procurements that we're talking about today in a dark period when we cannot talk about them publicly? We are able to discuss at a high level on these procurements that we anticipate letting out over the next year. However, specifics, we would not be able to discuss that publicly, and that information about the specifics of the scope, schedule, and budget will be included in the final RFP document.
Do all DBE firms have to be San Francisco based, or will Alameda County DBEs be considered?
DBE firms certified by the San Francisco County Transportation Authority's DBE LBE program does not need to be San Francisco based. There was, I think we might have missed a few other questions.
Sorry, a lot of these questions are coming in quickly. So first of all, let me say up front, I apologize if I have not called out your question. They've been rolling in quickly and I've been trying to go in order. And I also just want to set people's expectations. We may not be able to get through all of these questions right here, but we are capturing these questions. If we did not get to your question before we end this session and you go into your breakout room, we can compose responses to them, which we will post online with the other material from today. So as Lily said, we'll be posting this recording. We'll also be posting the presentation that we're providing, and capturing the questions that we did not get to in this event and posting the responses online.
Thank you for clarifying, Eric.
let's see. So Lily, I got to the Alameda question. So I want to make sure we have enough time also for the breakout rooms and for participants to be able to go in between breakout rooms. So I'm just going to quickly look at the remaining questions, see if there's any common themes, and see if we can get to those before we break for the breakout rooms.
And then in the meantime, I will go on to the last part of our presentation. And that is the breakout room. So here are the instructions for navigating our virtual breakout rooms. In the lower section of your screen, there are your meeting controls. To attend a breakout room, click on Breakout Rooms, hover your mouse, your cursor over the breakout room you wish to enter and click Join. And there are 4 breakout sessions. Please select which room you would like to visit. And I would like to now turn the presentation back to Lily for closing remarks.
Thank you, Ron. Before we break into the individual rooms, we would like to again thank everyone for your participation today. We really appreciate your support in promoting small business opportunities within our community. Also, to recap, we'll send out the presentation materials to everyone who attended today. And this concludes our presentation. We wish everyone a wonderful Thanksgiving and holiday season. Thank you.
Okay, so we just opened the breakout rooms and folks should have the option to choose which room they would like to go to. If you're having difficulty, then hang on and stay in the main room and we will help you.
Eric, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, could you please put back the room topics again? Please, if you don't mind. Thank you.
Okay, Lily, are you going to, would you be able to put the breakout room slide up again, please? Thank you. All right, hopefully you're able to see that slide. And if anybody is having difficulty entering a breakout room, please let us know and we can assist.
Eric, sorry, this is me again.
Sure.
I'm trying to hit on room number 1, but it's not giving me that option.
Sure, so let me see if I can assist you in there. I'm understanding you want room 1.
Yes,
correct?
please. Yes, please.
Okay, let me see if I can help you.
Got it.
Enjoy.
Hi, can you sign me into room 2? I don't see it on the screen.
Yes, I understand you want room 2. Let me see if I can assist you.
Yeah.
And I would like that as well.
Hi, Gia. I understand you
how
want
are
room
you?
2. I'm
Yeah.
good, thank you. All right, hold on just a second, Gia.
Can I ask for the room 2 as well?
Yes.
And should I leave my name? So I
I'm
will
sorry?
receive the comment.
Eduardo, I understand you wanted room 2, is that correct?
Okay, my name is Rosa Gurievich.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that was the name that popped up, but number
it's
2,
under
correct?
Eduardo Aguilar, yes, it's our company.
Okay. And you would like room 2, correct?
Yes.
All right, I will work on that.
Same goes for Antoine if possible. Oh,
Yes, let me work on that now. For the folks in the main room, have I assisted the folks that need help? Or am I missing somebody? So for folks that might just be joining us now, or who are still in the main room, we've completed the first half of our event, which is kind of a general overview of the procurements that we're highlighting today. And now is the opportunity to go into a breakout room to have a more detailed discussion about various procurements if you're interested in doing so. What you should be seeing on your screen is a slide giving the title of the procurement and the associated room. So if you would like help getting into a particular room, we can do that.
Eric, are you able to help Angela select or move into different rooms?
Oh, our Angela?
Yes.
Angela, where would you like to go?
Don't do me yet. I need to work on something else right now.
Got it. Okay.
Look, can you hear me?
Yes.
I
Yes, I
joined
can hear you.
late, so I was put into this breakout room, so I missed the first part.
Sure. So what we did in the beginning of this event was we talked generally about the procurements that we're highlighting today. We also talked about the Transportation Authority's DBE, LBE program and the requirements. And so this is the period of the event where we've broken into breakout rooms where if you would like to, we can put you into a breakout room to learn a little bit more about particular procurements. You can also leave that breakout room if you'd like and enter into another one. Is there anything on the screen that you see that you'd like to learn more about?
Okay.
Oh, also, today's presentation is being recorded. The presentation materials will be updated on our website and emailed to all participants.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a structural. Our firm is a structural engineering firm. I don't think anything here would apply to us, I believe.
Maybe breakout room number 1, we are looking for on-call project management oversight and general engineering services.
Oh, okay. Okay. How do I get there? I click on that, or how do I, number 1?
I can assign you if you'd like.
Yeah, that would be great if you can assign me there.
Okay, so I am working on getting you into room number 1. Hold on, please.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Shruti. Can I get assigned to room number 2, please?
Yes, Shruti, I understand you'd like room number 2. I'm working on that.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, can I ask a question? Do I need to leave my leave my email and my email address to receive documentation about this meeting? I was a little bit late for a meeting.
Yeah, so in order to register for this event, I believe you already gave us an email. Is that correct?
Okay, yes,
Yeah, yep. So we've got your email already, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna, for everybody who registered, we're gonna follow up with an email letting them know when the presentation has been posted, the recording, and then the responses to the Q&A.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. And then can I am in room number 2. I'm actually on phone and on computer. I mean, we are construction mostly and CM. Can I move to another room, which is more, little bit more, which one you can suggest?
Yeah, Lily, can you maybe make some suggestions? And yes, you're certainly welcome to go to as many rooms during today's event that you'd like to.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say usually for construction CM work, because of the scale of the project, we typically let out separate procurements. So they're not, we do not currently anticipate any CM work in the next year. However, there might be some that would like small amounts of construction management work might pop up in individual projects. I would suggest to join Breakout Room 1 to learn more about the SFCTA on-call project management support and general engineering services.
Okay, okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
RFQ information on our website.
So would,
some questions.
Would you like help going to room 1?
Yes, let me just, I'm on computer, let me move to my computer.
Okay.
Yes, that is
Hi, Eric. This is Antoine, and I'm wondering if you could swap. I was in Breakout Room 2. If you could please place me into Room 1, that'd be great.
Okay, let me see here. I will do that. I see you here in the main room, obviously, but I don't see. Antoine, what room were you in before?
I was in number 2.
You were in 2 and you want to be in 1. Okay. Let me see if that works. Antoine, did that work?
Doesn't look like it. You had helped me get into Room 2. I wasn't able to do it by my own prompts. I don't know
Okay.
if that matters.
Okay. So you don't have a prompt on your screen?
I don't.
That, okay, let me. This is showing that you've been assigned to room 1 but haven't joined yet. So let me. I'm not sure why the room functions. Yes? Okay, I think you saw it.
Something happened.
Yeah, and so I'm sorry, I'm gonna probably use the wrong name again, but the person who is named Eduardo Aguilar on my screen, I believe I wanted to help you get into a different room. Can you repeat which room?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I am. Yeah, my name is Rosa, and Eduardo Aguilar is my company coworker. I mean, I am with construction management mostly, and you said that it's best to go to room 2, right? Or room 1?
Room 1.
Room 1, yes. Yeah, I've been in room 2. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can, please.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Okay, I believe you will have a prompt now to go to room 1.
The other gentleman, Antoine, he looks like he's in room 1. Did he want to go to room 2?
No, I understood him. I understood that he wanted to go to 1.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I think it was from 2 and then to 1.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I hope I got that right. There's a little lag I'm noticing between when people come into our main room and the kind of the function screen that I get. So I'm not sure why that lag is there.
Oh, there's someone in the waiting room? Or, oh, there.
Not that I see.
Okay. Hi, Dana. How can we assist you?
Hello, Dana.
Hello there. I am so sorry. I joined this meeting late. I had a mission critical incident for one of my clients.
Understood.
And so I apologize for the tardy. I was just trying to connect in to see if there was anything that I missed or if it would just be best for me to go ahead and to review the recording.
Yeah, so you can, and this might be helpful Dana, both for, looks like Eric Alderson and Tony Beeman, who I'm not sure if they were here earlier, but your choice. If you would like to go into one of the breakout rooms now, you're welcome to do that. And if you need assistance, I can help you. Or as we said earlier, we're going to make this recording available. We'll make the presentation available, and we'll also have some written responses to those questions that we weren't able to get to during the previous part of this event. And of course, we'll email everybody to let people know, where that's available online. So your choice if you would like to do that or go into a room.
Okay, I think I've probably missed enough of it that it would be prudent for me to watch the recording and read the answers to the questions. And then will there be, I'm sure there would be information in case I have a question that isn't answered. Would I be able to reach out to someone by email? Again, apologize for the inconvenience. Okay, that would be awesome.
No, not a problem. Yeah, and we have contact information online. We're available for questions all the time, not just connected to this event.
Much appreciated. Working in IT, sometimes we just get, we get emergencies, and today was one of those days.
I get it. Our IT staff saves my bacon all the time on deadline. So
we like being the heroes.
Yeah, there you go. Keep being the hero, Dana.
All righty. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for your interest.
Have a good
Thank you.
Sure.
Ming and Eric, or I guess Ming left. Eric, if we can help you, please let us know.
Yeah, I just was on the breakout call regarding I-280 Ocean Avenue off-ramp, and it was just a quick question. Is that a project that LBEs are qualified for, or do we need to be DBEs since it's works in the Caltrans right away? I'm assuming it probably needs to be DBE.
Definitely DBEs from California Unified Certification Program will be accepted, as that certification is accepted on all of our procurements. We will need to review the funding associated with that project to determine if any other certifications can qualify.
Okay. Are there any projects that are well suited for LBEs? Do you know of?
So for the individual on-calls that are listed on this slide, all of them will most likely have an overarching DBE goal, as a lot of our contracts are funded by Caltrans funded grants. However, for each of the task orders that will be issued, we will set individual task order goals and have and list out their DBE LBE requirements. So if a task order is funded with local funds, either our own Prop K appropriation, Prop K dollars, or another local or regional source that will allow for LBE certifications, we'll be able to count that in those specific task order goals.
Okay, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for task orders.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Lily.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, Tony. Let us know if we can assist in getting you into a room or answer questions for you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hi, Tony, we can hear you.
Hi, my name is Tony Parker. I'm with Cardinal Aerial Photography, and I see a place for me in every one of these rooms except for the maybe the financial part of it. But I'm just trying to get some direction into, you know, how I can become a subcontractor in a lot of these projects, because I could add so much value and to whatever process you are doing your building project. But I guess my main question is that my business license is in Sacramento, but I have every certification. Is it CUUP?
CUCP, yes.
Yes, I have that certification also. But because I don't live in San Francisco, am I ineligible to, you know, try to get involved in the process?
Yes, of course. All of our procurements will have a contract goal, and with that, we accept DBE certifications through the California Unified Certification Program, the CUCP.
Okay. So I don't, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
So I don't have to live in in San Francisco?
No, you do not.
Oh, okay, good news. All right, because I was about to move to San Francisco.
We would love you to join us here.
Well, thank you, and I can do a lot. So,
have you joined another room already?
I've been in 2 rooms already. Yes, I've left my information in both rooms.
Okay, great. Yes, I would have suggested that you join room 1 as well as room 2.
Okay, well, I guess I've been in 2 and 3, and I wanted to try and get to 1. I guess I was moving to 1. But now, will the information be shared with the other rooms? Like I've left my information in the other rooms before, and if I don't get to 1, will that information be shared with the people who are conducting that meeting also?
Yes, all of the registration information will be shared amongst all attendees.
Okay, and you'll send that, I guess that's coming out in emails along with the copy of the video. Oh, great.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Everybody who registered, whether they attended or not, they will get a follow-up email.
Okay.
Letting them know when that information is posted on our site.
Great. All right. Well, thank you. This is bright news. It truly is. That infrastructure money is coming your way too, regardless of whether you ask for it or not. So it's coming. So I'm looking forward to doing what I can to try and be involved.
Well, we thank you for taking the time to come and connecting with us.
I appreciate it. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. And
You too, Tony.
hopefully we'll meet in person soon.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.
You have the information for the pre-proposal meeting for tomorrow?
Lily, can you help me on that question? And Lily, you're muted.
Sorry. If you visit our website, let me just, hopefully I can go. If you visit our website and go to work with us on the menu bar, there should be the on-call planning opportunity listed under current opportunities. And if you click on that link, it should direct you to register to tomorrow's pre-submittal conference.
Got it. Thank you.
So actually, Aaron, if you hold on. You still there?
I'm here.
I think I have the link. And Lily, can you confirm that what I'm sending in the chat is correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, Aaron, do you see that link that I sent?
Not yet.
Not yet. So I put it in the chat. I'm just
The
wondering
last,
if,
yeah, the last chat I see is, can you put the PMO slide again? But I wonder if this is from a
okay.
breakout room or if this is,
Well, there could be a, there might be something with our chat settings that isn't allowing me to share it with you.
I got Lily's. Yeah, Lily's came.
Okay.
Thank you, Lily.
You're welcome. I sent Erin a direct message.
Okay, fine.
Perfect. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
To everyone else that are currently in the waiting room, unless you want to join another breakout room or ask questions to either Eric or myself, you are free to leave the event.
Can I have a question if I could ask you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Because you deal with the LBE and DBE and all of that, right?
Yes. Yes.
So so one or more of my designations I think has to be renewed, meaning it's lapsed. I know that generally when you're, let's say if it's an on, like you're supposed to by the day of the due date be, recertified, that type of thing. If you're not, but you're still on a team, let's just say, but the timing doesn't work. And then at some later date you do get recertified. You've always would have qualified, but you just didn't, the paperwork didn't get signed off on in time. For a future task order or, project, can you still count towards the goal if you're certified at that time? Does that make sense?
Yes. So for each of those on-calls, we can start with the on-call procurement as well as other specific project procurements. For on-call procurements, if we set a DBE goal for the overall contract, the certification needs to be completed and you need to have your certification by the response due date. However, in order to be counted towards that procurement, we are planning to establish and set individual task order goals for each of our on-call contracts, and certifications will be accepted at that point in time for each of the individual task orders. So that answers the question for on-call contracts. And for individual projects, although your certification will not be counted towards the proposal due date if you don't have a certification by then, we will still be able to count you throughout the contract period as soon as you become certified. Does that answer your question?
See you tomorrow. Thank you again, Lily.
Thank you for attending today's event.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Right, I believe this meeting will be adjourned. Right. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you. I'm just going to close the breakout rooms so that people get a warning that that's going to happen. And I'm going to stop the recording.